Hey, I said it after the first fucking game when we got blown the hell out by the 49ers and everybody was doom and glooming in his team and counting his team out. Like I kept faith all fucking year long that this team was going to be able to do whatever they could do to rally together and get 10 fucking wins this season. And now the Pittsburgh Steelers are one win away from getting to 10 wins, and this marks 17 years running. 17 years running without a losing season for Mike Tomlin. And this is 19 years running for the Pittsburgh Steelers to have a non-losing season. So I've been talking about this shit all year long, man, the narratives and how they say the Steelers way is dead and you need a quarterback and it's not about defense, but look what happened to the Seattle Seahawks, one of the worst defenses in the entire goddamn league. They got ran all over and they got demolished and beat the hell up all game long. And that was an old school smash mouth Pittsburgh Steelers type of brand of football that I love to see because we just ran the fucking hell over all the hell over. And Najee Harris and Jalen Warren ran all the hell over that pathetic trash defense. And then our defense stepped up, forced turnovers when they needed to force turnovers, and Mason's coming in there looking great. So, like I've been saying all year, it's not about the quarterback, it's about the system. The quarterback does not make a team, the system makes the quarterback. And obviously, this system right now, this smash mouth football type of system, is making Mason great right now because it makes it real easy for him to just have to turn around, hand it to Najee Harris, who was like a man on a mission, a man on a motherfucking mission. Nobody getting fired this week. Kenny Pickett's getting fired this week. He's done. Tomlin was able to teeter-totter on it this week and be like, well, he's gimpy. Well, Kenny's going to be gimpy next week too because we got the Baltimore Ravens in Baltimore, and it's a must-win game for us to hope. I don't even think we got any help this year. I think it did today. The Jacksonville lost. We needed Jacksonville lost, so we need like one loss. I think one of the teams we need to lose play each other next week. So I think we control our destiny at this point, man. The Steelers control their own destiny, and all they got to do is walk into Baltimore like we did last year and win in their house. And they just slaughtered the Miami Dolphins, and I think they locked up the first spot in the AFC. So they'll probably be resting their starters in that game. So, oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. How interesting it is when everybody was giving up on his team one weekend. And now here we are with a quarterback who we've been missing all year long, a quarterback that brings a deep threat to this offense that makes defenses have to at least respect the pass and, eliminates them keying in on the run game. And look how easy it is to run the ball when defenses aren't keying in and everything's working together. Like I've been saying, all this shit, we need to get something out of our offense, and all three phases of the game need to start coming together. And now this is what you're seeing with a little bit of shit. This is even above mediocre quarterback play from Mason Rudolph. Mason Rudolph is playing great. Mason Rudolph is leading the NFL in quarterback rating right now. Straight the fuck up, bro. Make sure you hit that like and make sure you hit that subscribe because this team, everybody wanted to count out this team. Everybody wanted to count out the Rooney way. Everybody wanted to count out defense and smash mouth football. But look where we're at right now. And if we just had a little bit of help from Kenny Pickett earlier in the season against Jacksonville, against Cleveland, against them two trash-ass 2-10 teams we never should have lost to, we'd be fighting for a division crown right now. We'd be one of the best teams in the motherfucking league right now. So the Steelers really need to figure out the quarterback room situation because is Mason going to be the future? Because the way he's playing, he's going to get a lot of money because he got a free agent. That's what I said. I made videos. It's not bashing him. It's just the fact is he's playing for a contract. And what loyalty does he really owe Pittsburgh right now after the way they passed him over? And he's been sitting on our roster for the past year and a half when we've had this piss poor, terrible offensive quarterback play. So, I mean, we're going to see what happens with Kenny Pickett. This is the first Steelers win in Seattle since 1980, they said. That's crazy to me. But hey, that's a big win, and we needed it for sure. And like I think because Jacksonville lost today, we just might have a spot locked if we win next week. One of the teams we need to lose, I think the Colts and the Houston play. And we need one of those teams to lose, and Jacksonville lost. So I think that seals us up. And I don't know. I have to look at the scenarios right now. I haven't seen all the scores and shit yet. But this is big, man. This is huge, bro. We got a quarterback now that we've lacked all year long, and we got an offense now, bro. So this is what I've been saying. As soon as this offense starts to come together with this defense, and if this team starts coming together late, which I thought we was going to be able to do against the Patriots, against the Cardinals, and have a hot December, we're if we win this game, that's 3 in a row, like we won last year, 3 in a row with the run game rolling, the offense rolling. Hopefully, Minka Fitzpatrick back. Hopefully, a couple more, healthy inside linebackers. And this team's pretty much relatively healthy outside of Minka and Kenny, who obviously is going to be gimpy next week, bro. He's going to be gimpy next week, bro. He's going to be gimpy next week, bro, because Mason just threw all over that Seattle defense, threw all over the Cincinnati defense, and is looking like a pro in his prime, which he is in the game, ready to go, and's been waiting and revving and roared up to get his moment, and he's making the motherfucking most of it. And that's what Pittsburgh Steelers football is all about, baby. Opportunity, loyalty, and all things above, baby. So let's fucking go, baby. Indy is in the lead for last. So I think they lost. They're 9-7. That's what I've seen. I don't know. I haven't looked at all the scoreboards and shit. But Baltimore's probably going to be resting their starters. And Baltimore's the real deal. And we already beat them, man. So if they're resting their starters, no MVP Lamar, no Patrick Queen, no Roquan Smith in the game, none of those good secondary members, sit some of those wide receivers. And we already beat them at full strength this year. This game should be easy breezy, baby. Easy breezy. Let's go. I've been saying Pittsburgh football ain't dead. I've been saying the Rooney way ain't dead. I've been saying we got to keep faith, man. We got to keep faith because the way the Rooneys do business, it just can't be duplicated, man. That old school mentality of family, loyalty, opportunity. That is what the standard's really all about. That is the fundamental core values that these players year in and year out buy into and want to bleed and will die for this team, bro. Literally, Ben went out there year after year after year, hobbled. Bettis, hobbled. Hines, hobbled, doing everything they could to help bring this team championships and to dedicate themselves to something bigger than them. And that's the city. That's the message. That's just the whole culture of the entire city in a nutshell. That hard work, that blue-collar mentality, that loyalty, family, that's everything the Pittsburgh Steelers is all about. And if you live up to that standard off the field, you're going to live that high standard off the field. You're going to live up to a high standard on the field. It correlates off the field, on the field, defense, offense, special teams, team football, and now it's all coming together at the right time and the right place. And we got one more game left, and it's looking like this team can get this win. And who knows, the way we're rolling right now and the way this offense is playing better than this offense has been playing all year, and we have one of the best goddamn defenses in the league, and it's December now, and we're really running the ball, and it might, who knows who will play in the playoffs if we get there. And it's an outdoor game, and if it's snowing, if it's cold, if it's windy, You Pittsburgh's favorite. Shit, that's the type of element we want to be playing in right now. We're built for this right now. This team is built and ready for this moment right now. And we can't let this shit slip. We should have already been celebrating and dancing a playoff spot locked up already. We should have done already signed, sealed, and delivered that shit. And they were dancing in Cincinnati 4 or 5 weeks ago. Walking the trap, take over the trap. And then they let 3 gimme ball games slide away. Mitchell Babitsky goes in there and pretty much almost gave away the season. Now Rudolph is coming in here, shining, making the most of his opportunity, and looking like goddamn Peyton Manning right now. We're looking like we got Priest Holmes and Jamal Lewis mashing and bashing in the backfield right now with Jalen Warren and Najee motherfucking Harris, boy. God damn. Kenny's fucked. Yeah, he was fighting with both of us about Kenny. Steelers football, baby. Let's go, man. Let's fucking go, Steelers. You got to love the way they won that game. That is exactly how they wanted to win that game. They stuck to their identity through and through. Tomlin went out there, risked it on 4th down, too, late in the game, lined it up, smashed it down, lined it up, smashed it down. We was living and dying on that, my identity, and that smash mouth, hard-nosed football. And the way we're playing right now, we're close to having 2,000-yard rushers this season. Najee's got to be up over 8 at this point. Jalen's close to 8. Shit, we've been very close to 2,000-yard rushers. And if we actually would have had a little bit of something out of our quarterback play this year to where defenses weren't just straight stacking the box and saying, we dare you to throw the ball because you can't stretch the field because you got a weak-ass arm, Kenny Pickett. Like, that's what it was. And now defenses have to respect the fact that Mason ain't scared and Mason got a cannon and Mason's going to let it fly if you leave George Pickens down there on an island one-on-one. And George Pickens has shown he is amazing. He had an amazing game. Najee had an amazing game. Warren had an amazing game. TJ was all over the place. That Bo dude was making plays coming out of nowhere off the practice squad, and he's making the most of his opportunities. I mean, this is what Steelers football is all about. Miles Jack was sitting at filling out fucking applications at a goddamn factory somewhere, a shitty ass production factory somewhere or something dumb bullshit like that. And now he's making his way on the Steelers roster looking like he's never even missed a beat or missed a step, baby. So you got to love it. And we just picked up that Jalen Smith from the Cowboys to help solidify this inside linebacker room that's been hurt and battered and mashed all year. That's been getting hurt and battered and mashed all year, especially late now in the year. So imagine with them two both get it going come playoff time. Jalen Smith, Miles Jack, get Minka back, Mason rolling like the way he's rolling, and we keep running the way we're running. Shit, boy. This team's dangerous, boy. This team is dangerous. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe, man. Hit the notification bells and shit. I'm going to start doing more lives. I'm doing videos. I'm trying to be more consistent. It's hard. I don't get paid for this shit. I don't come out here e-begging every day neither. I just love the Steelers, and I do what I do. We're close to being monetized, so we ain't trying to ask for money. But if YouTube's going to give me some money to throw a few ads on these videos and shit, hey, you that liking and subscribing and notification bell so you know I'm out here sharing, it all goes a long way because I've been preaching against that joke Colin Cowherd all year who does nothing but hate on the Steelers and say that the Rooney way's dead. And this narrative that somehow the Rooney way's dead. Well, guess what, Steeler Nation? The jig is up, the news is out, and this is 19 years in a row, boy. 19 years in a row without a losing season. And there ain't no other franchise in history. Like, literally, how many other franchises in history can say some shit like that have competitive, pretty much down to the wire football year in and year out? And I would not want to. I mean, yeah, I would have it the other way. I would love for us to be playing for the division come Sunday against Baltimore, but it is what it is. We're going to be playing for a wild card spot, and I think we have a hell of a chance. Because even if they were starting all their fucking team and their whole roster, I don't know what it is, but Pittsburgh owns and dominates and pretty much humiliates Harbaugh and Jackson. We've had their number for the past few years now. So I think the trend will motherfucking continue, boy. And we're going to get this dub, baby. Let's go. Shout out to the chat, bro. And shout out to the Steelers. And shout out to the Seahawks defense for letting us just run buck wild over them. Like, we just dominated that team. Straight up, bro. That is where they talk about the quarterback, the quarterback, the quarterback. Your quarterback can only go as far as that offensive line in front of him. Look at Joe Burrow when he first came in the league, the first year in his league, and Cincinnati's offensive line was still terrible. He couldn't do shit. He couldn't do shit, and Cincinnati couldn't do shit. They was like 0-16, got gifted Joe Burrow, and they went like what, like 1-15 the year after that because their offensive line was terrible. So it's common sense, bro. It's the key. Football is won and lost in the trenches, and we dominated them offensively and defensively. Just beat the ever loving shit out of Seattle in their motherfucking house, boy. You gotta love it, man. You gotta love it. And now, if they can just cap it off, boy, by walking into Baltimore and beating the motherfucking shit out of them last game of the season and finding a way to sneak into the postseason, whoo! There ain't nothing else you could say about Tomlin, dude, because Tomlin has done it. He's been winning without Ben Roethlisberger. Showed he can win without Ben Roethlisberger. And if we get into the playoffs and get a playoff win, bro, he's getting extended. They were talking about before this game they were going to extend Tomlin. So if he gets a playoff win this year, he's going to get extended. I made a video and said he doesn't deserve to be extended yet. He needs to win a playoff game. He has this year or next year on contract. And I think he needs to come up with a playoff win this year or next year to get that extension. And it's looking like it could be this year. And next year, we're set up. And I've been talking about that too. There's some easy moves we can make. Get rid of Mitch, bump that clear salary cap. Get rid of Mason Cole's horrible contract, bump that series a bunch of salary cap. Chooks is probably definitely going to be gone because he's the highest paid offensive lineman on the goddamn roster. And he's been benched for a rookie in Broderick Jones. And Dan Moore's still on his rookie contract, and he'll be on roster next year too. So they'll probably just get rid of that big-ass Chooks contract, free up more cap space. So the Steelers will have money. They can go out there and get an inside linebacker. They can go out there and get themselves Russell Wilson, a top-tier named quarterback. Shit, they could draft a quarterback. They could get another good corner to go along Joey Porter Jr. They can get another safety to go along Minkah Fitzpatrick. They can go out and get an all-pro, another tackle or a guard or a center with the money that they can move around. And they got draft picks. And we got Minkah. And we got TJ. And we got Cam. And we got Naj coming back. And pretty much the whole cast and crew coming back with flush and salary cap, bro. With a whole new draft class. And this draft class has been nice this year. JPJ, Herbig with the big forced fumble has been making plays this year. Keanu Benton's been playing good. Broderick Jones. I mean, this has been a solid draft for the Steelers. I mean, all these young players pretty much are making big contributions to this team. Big contributions. Broderick, Joey. Who am I missing? I mean, who am I missing? Herbig. Keanu Benton. I mean, they're all making contributions. And you got to love it. And they're only going to get better. JPJ is only going to get better. George Pickens is only going to get better. Jalen Warren's only going to get better. Najee Harris is only going to get better. This team is all pretty much coming into their prime. A lot of these players, especially on offense, are not even in their prime yet. Outside maybe like Deontay. Youth ain't in his prime yet. Fucking Deontay's like right in his prime. Pickens is still a few years away from his prime. Jalen's like coming right into it. Naj is pretty much right into his prime. Next year will be like his prime year. So, bro, we got a lot to look forward to as Steelers fans, honestly. And if we get this win come Sunday, we might have second season football to look forward to. And who knows who will play? Cleveland, Baltimore will probably get that first week bye. So who knows? Maybe I don't know who we play. Kansas City's winning their division right now. They have pretty much their records right there with us. Jacksonville's winning their division right now. And if it wasn't for horrible quarterback play and a couple stupid penalties by Deontay Johnson and bad calls from the refs, we would have beat Jacksonville. So if we pull Jacksonville, shit, I think we could beat Jacksonville. Straight the fuck up. Kansas City will be tough, no doubt about it. But I would rather play Jacksonville, but who knows? They've been letting some games slide this year, just like we let some games slide this year. So it's any given Sunday at the end of the day. Any given fucking Sunday, boy. I've been a Steelers fan since the Mean Joe Green Cake commercial, Coke commercial in 1979. It's a long time, bro. Shout out to the OG Steelers fan base, man. I was born in '89, but I'm from Pittsburgh. I really like my pap was. I remember watching my pap fucking watching games. He worked in the coal mill and the steel mills and the coal mines. My dad's, my other pap. I remember just growing up on Steelers, bro. Yeah, I remember watching Neil O'Donnell. My dad going motherfucker in the living room when Neil O'Donnell threw that interception in the Cowboys in that Super Bowl. I remember that. I remember my pap calling Yancey Pigpen. He called him Pigpen. There goes Pigpen. I remember Cordell Stewart days and then Maddox. That's when I really started watching like every game. Is when you transition from Cordell to Maddox. Then I seen Ben come in, and I seen them win the Super Bowl, and I've just been die hard ever since. I haven't missed a game since probably then. Since like the Ben era, I haven't missed a game. So here we go, Steelers, baby. Here we fucking go. I got to really look at how the rest of the week played out, and I'm probably going to be coming with more videos, obviously. And we'll talk about, what they need to do, where they need to go, who they need to win. Can they win? Do we think we can get the favorable matchups we need to get, the teams? We'll definitely be busting out more videos. I'm close to being monetized, so I wanted to get a quick live up after this game, talk about it, give my initial reaction to this big win for the Steelers. So once again, everybody, if you can, hit the like, hit the subscribe, hit the notification. If you hit share, all that good stuff. Let people know we're out here. Let people know we're repping the Steelers. We were repping the Rooney way. The Rooney way ain't out. It ain't dead. I've been saying it ain't dead all year. The jig is up. The news is out, baby. This is 19 years strong with no losing football. So some people say it means nothing, but hey, next week's game is going to mean something. All right, it's going to mean a lot. All right, it's going to mean either we make the playoffs or not make the playoffs. It's either we were a non-playoff team or are a playoff team. And there's a lot of teams right now that don't even have that game. Their game means nothing. All right, a lot of teams' games mean nothing next week. This game means something for the Steelers. All right, it means something for Mike Tomlin. It means something for the city of Pittsburgh, and it means something for the fan base. So let's get this win. Let's show why the Steelers football isn't dead. Let's show why it's not the quarterback that makes a team. It's the system that makes the quarterback, and it's the team that wins the championships. And the team won this game today. All three phases of the game, defense, offense, special teams, came together, dominated. And this is 2 weeks of winning in dominating fashion for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now let's make it 3. And let's get into the playoffs, baby. Here we fucking go.